balloonist.
You can go around in the balloon. The sky is calling.
And I have some bad news. This is a big issue I have with this, and I'm going to explain why. Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Henry, and we have a very exciting video today. Apparently, there's a new Microsoft Flight Simulator video just announced during the Microsoft Showcase. So we are going to have a quick look at it, and then we're going to go through together, find out what's happening. So let's take a look here. Yes, I will be talking throughout this, so if you haven't seen it yet, watch it yourself. Asobo Studio. The next generation of Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, that's what I'm doing IRL, but I can do it on the internet too now. Flight Sim. Ooh, okay, we got some flames. Oh, okay. That's cool. So, aerial firefighting. Search and rescue. Okay, so they're like adding missions to Flight Sim now. Like, we have a few old ones, but it looks like they're adding oil rigs and boats and stuff. I know there's a few boat plugins in 2020 right now, but it looks like they're adding more boats and get to the chopper.
Nice. Look at that boat.
So that's kind of cool. They're adding in things from Flight Sim 10 or FSX. Oh, okay, you got a little Pahani, you got your little air tractor. You do some. There's a lot of cool little missions they're adding in. Look at this. Mountain rescues. You got you can kick people out of the plane. Ooh, that's close. Oh, they have a sky crane too. Oh, yeah. Oh, they got the beluga. Nice. Oh, the A400M, right? Like the Airbus version of the Herc, pretty much. Or nice, and we got some diamond in there too. Ah, they got Red Bull back as well. We got air racing again, like in an FSX. That is good. Well, we already have gliding. That's cool. Oh, tornado, new weather. Ooh, science missions, experimental. Oh, they're adding a native A10. Hot air balloons and airships. That's kind of cool that they're adding in. The sky is calling. Flight Simulator 20. Okay, whoa. Okay, so we saw a lot in that, but I'm concerned about one tiny thing I'm really concerned about. And that's it's saying Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now, it's the same logo, but is this a new game, quote unquote, or is this an expansion? Because if it's an expansion, 10 out of 10, this is what we've been waiting for. But if it's a new game, there's a major problem with this, and that is, it's not worth a new game. Let's go through the video one more time here, and be prepared for me to stop things and whatnot, because we're gonna go through the details. So I'm assuming that it's the same game, Microsoft Flight Simulator, that it's an update. That's my assumption. But it says next generation though. But it isn't though, because it's the same engine, right? So it's like they're adding missions, so I'm assuming that this is an add-on. Because that looks kind of cool. Like, you got like the flames from the fire. It's pretty lit, pardon the pun. Got a beautiful aerial firefight. Yeah, Canadian built. Beautiful aircraft. So that's cool. Like, I like how they're adding missions. Like, they added the old Flight Sim X missions into, or at least some of them into Flight Sim, the current one that we're on now. But it looks like they want to add more, like, diverse missions, which is awesome. Like, we've had all these before, right? Like, in FSX, we've had all this before. Like, and again, there's current add-ons that add boats in-game and stuff like this, and you can get a lot of free downloads too where you can add a boat. But it's kind of cool how, like, they're adding missions, it looks like, and high detailed environments. I believe we already have this helicopter in game. I don't know, guys. I'm not a huge rotorhead guy, so I'm assuming we already have this helicopter. What's their okay, so they got a caravan. It's pretty cool. Ambulanza, ho ho. CC. So cool. So it looks like new skins and stuff, along with again, nice. It looks like ray tracing and stuff for reflections and stuff. I'm assuming we don't really have specs yet. This is medevacs. We got the air tractors. I love this. I have friends that do this IRL, and I'm jealous. They're flying ponies and stuff. So more search and rescue, mountain rescue. We got parajumping. Pretty much just climb to 12,500 and kick people out, which is nice. I like this part where we have the sky crane, the helicopter. You know, these were used to build the CN Tower here in Canada and so many other projects around the world. And it's kind of cool to see, again, air cargo being able to use cargo slings. This is a big one right here, adding the beluga in. I'm assuming this comes with the expansion or game. It's a great piece of kit. I wonder if they're going to add the 747 version of this, because I believe that Boeing has like a slightly chunkier 747 cargo variant. Not that it'll change a lot from the... This is really cool right here. I know Asobo, I think they're French. Somebody please correct me on that, but they're adding in pretty much the Airbus version of the Herc / C-17 here. The I believe A400M, whatever variant it is. So it's going to be kind of cool to see if you can bring the cargo doors down and stuff. I'm assuming you can, because they're like, oh yeah, I was right. A400M, remote cargo operations. Bring your ski-doos, and of course, like standard things we already have. So with this, it looks like you can like open and close the cargo doors now. So that's kind of cool to see more detail, because that's one of the issues I have in its current state. How like a lot of the smaller windows and stuff you still can't open. This is really good to see that they're adding this back. We got air races again. Not just Reno, but we actually have Red Bull, which I'm really happy to see. It's going to be cool to do multiplayer with this. Get times and stuff. And the reflections are good. Glider Pilot, we already have this. This is cool here. We got tornadoes now, so it looks like new kinds of weather being... I have no idea how that's going to interact with aircraft, how they're going to simulate like the pressure systems and stuff. But okay, I wonder if you can use this little camera on this 62 here, or if it's like just fakey fake. Looks like we got like a flying car. I have no idea what this is. This is going to be really good for people. They're adding a native A10. I'm interested to see if it's Absobo / Microsoft making it, or if they're using the third-party one and bringing it in and making it kind of like integrated into the game. It's definitely a warbird that people absolutely love. And a Cirrus Jet, I believe. And this is something that I mentioned in my 2018-2019 video, was maybe adding airships or something. So it's kind of cool to see airships and hot air balloons in here. Because especially hot air balloons, you don't hear a lot about them nowadays to be a balloonist.
You can go around in the balloon. The sky is calling.
Okay, now let's find out. Give me a second. I just want to see if this is an actual expansion or if this is a game. 1 second here. And I have some bad news. This is a big issue I have with this, and I'm going to explain why. Looking on their official website in a post, it says Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, the next generation of the legendary franchise. This brand new simulator. Okay, so brand new. I'm assuming it's a new game now. Is designed to take machine learning, gaming to create the most sophisticated, immersive, awe-inspiring flight simulator of all time. Wow. So it's powered by the significantly evolved Asobo Studio engine. Okay, so this is an issue. It looks amazing. I mean, you gotta admit, like, the marketing... Two things here. Okay. We gotta remember when Flight Simulator 2020 was announced, the major controversy in regards to what they showed us and what we got, right? A lot of people remember like the water effects, certain terrain details, things like that, even to this day, are still not what they showed. And So I'm taking with all this imagery with a grain of salt because again, still in development, everything else. My other thing is I don't think it's should be another game. I think this is a major money grab. Um, a lot of people would say, well, Henry, they're Obsovo, like A, they need to make money. B, it's technically going to be 4 years, right? 2019, 2024, etc. It's going to be 4 years, so yeah, technically it's like next installment in the game. My issue is that I don't think it deserves a second game yet because the current Flight Simulator 2020 still isn't in a good position right now. Yes, there's been a lot of positive changes, but there's still a lot of bugs in that game. Many still game breaking. Like I had to a few months ago reinstall it again because I got the same Xbox Online issue where it wasn't able to connect, so it wouldn't let me in the sim itself that I downloaded, and that's over 100, 200 gigabytes. My other concern is how is it going to interoperate between Flight Sim 2020? Like all the aircraft and scenery items and everything else that people have purchased, are they going to be able to move them into this version? Or are you going to have to rebuy everything? What about the current aircraft? Like I bought like the premium deluxe whatever version. Am I going to use those planes in here? Or do I have to rebuy? I know I'm sounding very pessimistic, but I've learned to be very pessimistic with a Sobo when they announce things because, like, again, are the air races going to be part of it, or are you going to have to pay money for that, like Reno? Because we've had all this. Like, I will say right now, like the missions, the air races, the cargo missions. If you're new to Flight Sim, we've had all this in Flight Sim already. In Microsoft Flight Sim X, like you've had medevac missions and cargo missions, and you could get blimps for free. Like if you go on Flight Sim add-ons, and there's all these other sites, you can get these for free. Heck, you can get cruise ships for free and use those in Flight Sim X. Not to mention like DCX and other things. Sorry, DCS. Again, my major concern is that I don't think this warrants an entirely new game. I think it's a cash grab. Because they say it's an entirely new engine, but come on. I don't think it's an entirely new engine. It's improved upon, and I think that a better way they could have gone about this is that they could have taken Flight Sim 2020, currently in the 40th anniversary edition, and make the 2024 edition update it, like update the engine, and then have like kind of like what we did with the FSX with the acceleration add-on, have this as like a $50 add-on because you get some cool new planes, right? Like you got your air tractor, you get the Airbus military A400, you get cool new Red Bull missions and stuff like that. That's I'd gladly pay $50 for that for sure. But it's like an entirely new game that's going to be a few hundred gigabytes probably. Where I'm still not really happy with the current version of Flight Sim 2020 as it is in right now. If this is a new game, I'm disappointed because I think this should have honestly been an add-on. Okay, so again, right now it's pretty much mid-June 2023. So again, things subject to change. This is what it looks like today, that it's an entirely new game, but if it's an add-on, amazing. I am really excited for this. If it's an entirely new game, it's a cash grab. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I gotta stop saying I'm sorry, man. Like it's too Canadian of me. Like they're pretty much pulling a Madden right now. I feel where we have all this stuff where we've already had it in Flight Sim before, again all in FSX. But now they're adding it in and saying, oh, it's pretty much the same engine. Like 90% of people won't notice the changes we've made. But you're going to pay like another $100 again because we want your money. And we got 2024 on the box now. Same logo and everything. I don't know. I'm hoping this doesn't turn into like Madden, where again, with sports gamers, they're taking advantage of. They just put in old stuff that we've already had. Anyways, that's my opinion. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited? I'm excited for this either way. Like, I think it looks great. It's kind of cool, especially for like kids growing up these days, where they can like, yeah, this is how like I love to play after school on Flight Sim X, and like, you know, do cargo missions and stuff. I think it's great. But if you have to spend like another $100 and re-download like 200 gigabytes, where it's like, it's come on, it's pretty much, you can tell it's pretty much the same engine. And the thing is, with all this like AI stuff, where they're like, oh, it's gonna look even better and being more immersive and all inspiring, 90% of people aren't gonna be able to run it at full, where you're gonna be able to take advantage of that. Let alone download the 100 to 200 gigabytes base files that you're gonna need to run this. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? I'm kind of conflicted right now. I think it's really cool looking, but if this is an entirely new game that you have to spend like $100 on or whatever, count me out till it's on sale. Like, it's not worth it. Like, it's just the same engine with new planes and missions. Oh, and you got people walking around now. You can save Joe and Hannah here. It does look really nice though, eh? Yeah, it does. Look at that. You can bring the power. You have the power in your hands. Oh, in this case, under your helicopter. No, guys. That's kind of my takeaway from this. Fingers crossed it's like an add-on and not a entirely new game, because I don't think it's worth it. Let me know what you think below, because I'm really interested to see what the community thinks about it, because again, I think it's great, but fingers crossed they listen to people here. I don't know. I'm going to leave it on that note, because I don't want to be too negative. Like, it's so easy to be negative, and again, looks amazing, but fingers crossed it's not a money grab. All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching the video. Let me know what you're looking for next. Fly safe, happy landings, and as always, I will see you in the next video. And yeah, fingers crossed that hopefully there's some good news ahead. All right. Thanks, guys. See ya.